Guys and girls, it's Noah time!
Here you go. Here is where trig part 2 starts. In order for you to do trig part 2, you're going to need to know a few things. Special triangles. I'm going to show you 4 triangles. Okay. You're going to memorize these 4 triangles. Your success lies on these 4 triangles from now on. 4. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's 4. Burn these in your head. I'm going to show you the first one. Let's draw it the other way. This way I don't like this way. 90 is right there. 45 degrees. 45 degrees. And this side is called 1 root 2. Very easy to remember. Just call 1 root 2 triangle. Okay. Very nice. Your second triangle. Again, you have 90 degrees. You can have 1. Again, anywhere side 1, 2. And this is going to be root 3. This angle right here will be 60 degrees. This will be 30 degrees. Now, a lot of people will ask, Mr. Noah, how do you know which one's 60? How do you know which one's 30? Here's a little trick. Put a star beside little trick. Star. The larger the side, the larger the side, the larger the opposite angle. That is a trick. Opposite angle. Yep, I'm going to show you. So let's look at this. One side is root 3. The other side is 1. Hey, which one's bigger? 1 or root 3? Whoa, 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 whoa. Root 3 is bigger. So if I look at the angle opposite of it, that's why the angle opposite of it has to be 60. The other one is going to be 30 degrees. Okay. I'm going to give you, try this one. I'm going to ask you to label. I'm only going to give you one side. You label the rest. This is root 3 right here. The rest you're going to label. Label all my missing sides and all my missing angles. I'm going to pause it. Gavina, what's this length going to be? 1 is correct. Randeep, what is this length going to be right here? 2 is correct. Here comes the fun part. We know one of them has to be 60 degrees. One of it has to be 30 degrees. And again, we use my little trick. Gary, root 3 is bigger. So what must this angle be? 60. It is Gary. Okay. And finally, guys, this is 30. That's all you got in there. So I created 2 triangles. 1, root 2. 1, 2, root 3. Another memory trick. Star. Hypotenuse always has a 2. Doesn't matter if it's root 2 or 2. Your hypotenuse will always be a 2, regardless. Okay. That's another memory trick. Now, here's 2 triangles. I'm going to teach you the last 2. You're going to do the exact same thing. Give me a second. Your last 2 triangles, exact same thing, except you're going to work with radians. Radians.
Oh, is this what you mean by 4?
4.
Oh, okay.
You got to know degrees and radians. I'm going to label 1, root 2 again. But instead of writing 45 degrees, we're in senior math now. You can't use degrees anymore. It's going to be radians. This is Kieran. Let's see, you can do this in your head. 45 degrees is what in terms of radians? Pi by 4. So this is pi by 4. This is pi by 4. Okay. Same concept. I'm going to make this root 3. I'm going to make this 1. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I didn't follow my own rules. This has to be a 2. Come on, where's my ink? Uh-oh. Ink's not working. Oh. Hang on. Oh. Technical difficulties. Hang on. Let me just pause it. Wow. So you guys got 2. And this is going to be 1. One of the angles will be pi by 6. One of the angles will be pi by 3. Your job is to figure out which goes where. I'm going to pause it and let you working with. Just out which angle is bigger, pi by 6 or pi by 3? Pi by 3 is bigger. Larger side, larger angle. So that one has to be pi by 3. And this one has to be pi by 6. 4 triangles. Question, Sim. Yep, you can be anywhere you want. I'm going to give you a question. It all depends on where the angle is. I want you to label these 2 triangles right now. Take a minute. Burn these triangles in your head and try to... 2 triangles. I'm going to give you the triangles right now. In each triangle, all I'm going to do is just put in one number. This will be pi by 4. This will be pi by 3. The rest, you're going to label on your own. I'm going to pause it.
I think writing out notes makes it all better.
Pi by 3? Yeah. Pi by 6. Okay. Now, I label the sides. Grumpy, what is the side going to be? Root 3. Okay. I know my hypotenuse is always a 2. So right off the bat, I know this is going to be root 2. And then finally, this is 1. Finally, guys, gals, this is just 1, 1, pi by 4. Now, the question is, why do we need this? Because here's where you're going to need this. It's going to say, find the exact value. And you can use your calculator if you want. What if I ask you sine of 5 pi by 4? Find the exact value. So a lot of you I know will punch in your calculator, so grab your TI-83 out right now. This is what a lot of students will do. They grab their TI-83. Right off the bat, I know my radians, it has to be in radians mode because there's a pi in there. So here's what a lot of students do. They go clear all this stuff up. Make sure my mode is in radians. Good. They go sine, and they just punch in their calculator. 5 pi divided by 4. Go ahead and punch it in. And a lot of people do is they get negative 0.707. Negative 0.707. The first mistake with this is it says exact value. Exact value means you cannot use decimals. Okay? It doesn't matter how many decimals you give me, it's still wrong. You can give me all these decimals right here, and it's still wrong. Exact values means this. No calculators allowed. If you use a calculator, when it says exact values, automatically it's wrong. No calculators whatsoever. Okay? Don't even touch your calculator when you see the word exact value. In order for you to do this, you're going to go back to what I've taught you before. Draw in 5 pi by 4 right now, please, and tell me what your reference angle is. Okay. What quadrant are you in, Abraham? What quadrant are you in? Quadrant 3. Draw in quadrant 3. I want you to label your reference angle. Would you agree this is pi by 4? This is the exact reason why I asked you to do this quick, because this is where you're going to need it now. Hey, doesn't that look like a special triangle? Label the rest of your triangle. So just label right now. If you don't know your reference angle or what quadrant you're on, you're going to get this wrong. So Megan, what is this side going to be? Ooh. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Remember, you got to be careful about these. Fana, what about the bottom one? Yep. -1. See, this is special triangle. Every time you see the word exact value, special triangles involved. There's always special triangles. And finally, this is root 2. So guys and gals, sine is opposite over adjacent. Sorry, opposite over hypotenuse. So which gives you -1 over root 2. In the book, they like to rationalize the denominator. So go ahead and rationalize it right now. Times root 2 over root 2, which gives you -root 2 over 2. And that's your exact value. See, there's no decimals involved. Punch in -root 2 divided by 2, and you would get exactly 0.707. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to go root 2, I should put a negative, divided by 2. Look at that, exact same thing. But look at my answer. When I give it as a fraction, that's called exact. If you give it to me as a decimal, it's wrong. Try this one. 10 of 7 pi by 3. Exact values. So I shouldn't even see you touch a calculator. If you do, automatically I know you're doing it wrong. I'm going to pause it, let you figure. Grumpy, what quadrant are you in? You're in quadrant 1. What's your reference angle? Pi by 3. So right off the bat, I know I'm in quadrant 1. I know my reference angle is pi by 3. I see a special triangle right off the bat. Jasmine, what is this length going to be? 1 is correct. 1, root 3, 2. And finally 10 is just opposite over adjacent. So just Karen, what did you get as your final answer? Root 3 over 1 is correct. Hey guys and gals, this is called working with exact values. Okay. Root 3 over 1. Try one more and then I'm going to ask you to work backwards. Backwards is a bit more challenging. Yep, after.
How are the cards from yesterday?
Oh yeah, I got to give out the cards from yesterday. What if I give you cos?
She didn't like you.
Of negative 3 pi by 4. Wow. What is this gonna be? Is it that much harder than the other questions? No, not really. Some of you say, so this is even easier than trig part 1. Because this is all based on understanding. If you don't understand trig part 1, you can't do trig part 2. Just make it easier. Zenat, what quadrant am I in? Quadrant 4. Ooh. Quadrant 4 is not correct. 3 is correct. Sean, what's your reference angle? Pi by 4 is correct. Hey guys, gals.
Oh, 3 pi by 4 is not
Right off the bat, I see another special triangle. Every time you see the word exact values, it's always based on special triangles. There's no calculators needed. Okay. And Robert, what's this side going to be, Robert? Right here. It's -1. Don't forget this is also -1. Some teachers don't like to label as negative, but I like to, just to show me the difference. Guys, gals, now you can go ahead and do the rest on your own. Adjacent over hypotenuse. Yeah. -1 over root 2. Again, I want to rationalize it because I want to make it standard. -root 2 over 2. Bada bing, bada boo. Very nice. Working backwards is where a lot of kids are going to have trouble with. I'm going to ask you this. It's going to say, you can work forwards easily, but how can you work backwards? Find theta. And they're going to say theta is from 0 to 2 pi. I'll explain to you what this means in a second. I want you for now, just put a bubble around this because I'll explain to you the restrictions. This is called your restriction. Nope. 2 pi doesn't count. Okay. I'll explain to you how this works. Your answer has to be between 0 and 2 pi. Nothing more. I'm going to say sine theta equals to, I'll start easy, root 3 over 2. I'm going to pause it, and let's see how we can figure this out. I walked around, and a lot of people, whoa, decrease please. A lot of people say the answer is pi by 3. And I say the answer is not really pi by 3. Now let's figure this out. So let's draw your quadrants. Because everything, remember, is based on special triangles. We don't know what the answer is yet. Now, sine is positive. So a lot of you drew your triangle in quadrant 1. So let's draw this for me, please. Oh, you will. Give me a second. Yep. So for now, we're just going to draw in one of them. It is, but for now, we're just going to focus on one for now. Okay. So this is going to be root 3. Okay, so that's my opposite side. I want you to label this as theta, because theta is always your reference angle. Sorry, it's always angle right here. This will be 2. Again, Paul, what is the missing side? 1. Therefore, you're missing an angle. Reference angle right there, which is pi by 3. So a lot of you got pi by 3, which is correct. But I said not really, because somebody said, hey, Mr. Snow, sine is positive, but there's one more quadrant where sine is positive. There's quadrant 2. So what you're going to do is draw another triangle in quadrant 2, because sine is positive in 2 quadrants. Now, the beauty about this is you don't need to label the second triangle, because it's the exact same thing. We know this is going to be pi by 3 from what I noticed earlier. Theta, I need you to write this down, put a star. This is where people make mistakes all the time. Theta is always from the initial arm to terminating arm. This is what theta really means. Theta doesn't really mean your reference angle. It's always the initial arm to terminating arm. I'm going to highlight my initial arm. Here's the initial arm. My first terminating arm is right here, which is pi by 3. But I have another arm right here. What is the second theta going to be? Which is from here all the way to here. 2 pi by 3 is correct. Okay. So you should have 2 answers. So this red angle right here is your second answer, which is 2 pi by 3. You have to have 2 answers in order for you to get full marks. Anything under 2 answers is not full mark, because I'm in 2 quadrants. Try this one. Cos theta equals to negative 1/2. I'm going to pause it and let you try this on your own. First step, right off the bat, I know cos is negative, so I'm just going to draw in 2 triangles. 1, I'm in quadrant 2, and I also know I'm in quadrant 3. That's it. Choose one of the triangles to label. You will never have to label both, just one of them, to save time. I'm going to label the top one. This is negative 1. This is 2. Root 3. And I'm going to use my little special tricks again. So right off the bat, this is pi by 3. Pi by 6. So guys, let's figure out theta from here. right off the bat, I don't need to label anything else. I can just get my two answers right away. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Who did I not choose today yet? Amber Paul, what's one of them? What's one answer? 2 pi by 3 is correct. From here to here. I'm gonna repeat. What's the last one? What's the last angle? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Nope, not 4 pi by 3 is correct. See, your initial arm's right here. Your terminating arm is right here. So this, you're going from here all the way, all the way, all the way to here. So you have two answers only. So this is 4 pi by 3. No, because you will go past 2 pi. That's the reason why I limit 2 pi. Here is 3 pi by 3. So one more is 4 pi by 3. Okay. Next one, a bit more challenging. Guys, gals, what if I give you this? Cos theta equals to root 2 over 2. I'm going to pause it. See, the problem is, a lot of you look at this and say, I don't recall having a special triangle with root 2 over 2. The original form of this, would you agree, is actually 1 over root 2? So why don't we label 1 over root 2? And draw your quadrants. Okay, keep it simple. Just out, what quadrants am I in? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. 1 and 4. So draw 2 triangles. 1, 2. Ta-da! Choose one of them to label. I'm going to label the top one. Okay? You never have to label just one of them. 1, 1, root 2. So the key is the reference angle. Pi by 4 is here. So theta, remember from the initial arm to terminal arm right here. So the first one, theta, Kieran, what's my first answer? Pi by 4 is correct. I have one more answer to work with. Camille, what's the last one going to be? 7 pi by 4 is correct. Because you're going from here all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way through. And we know this is 4 pi by 4. Just like chapter 1, trig part 1. So we know it's 7 pi by 4. Oh, this is pretty fun now, Mr. No. Here is your super no question for today. Good luck. Whoa, 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 whoa. Actually, I'll give you one more question first before I start. Oh, guys.
That's great.
Yeah, so I'll ask a question every 2 seconds.
Try this one for me, please. 2
Just because of
cos
famous
x minus root 3 equals to 0. Your restriction from 0. I'm going to teach you in a second. For now, you're going to just do normally. X to 2 pi. How do you solve this bad boy?
I'll join you guys.
First thing, 2 cos x. See, all the questions, this is different from all the questions. In the previous questions, I have cos x by itself. First thing, let's move all this over and get cos x by itself. Cos x equals to root 3 over 2. Quadrants, did it? Okay, keep it simple. 1 and 4. I didn't do anything too hard. I keep it simple. And I just choose one of the triangles to label. The reason I draw 2, because I know that I have to have 2 answers. Otherwise, I will forget. I'm going to label the first one because it seems the easiest. Root 3, 2. This one's going to be pi by 6. And this is 1. And if you're lost, go back to your triangles. Everything is based on your triangles. Right off the bat, I know my answer just by looking at this right now. Theta. One of them has to be pi by 6, which is correct. Sim, what's the last one? Because you're from initial arm to terminal arm. which is 11 pi by 6. Okay. Here is your supernova question for today. Good luck. No, I'm just saying, here's your supernova question for today. Good luck. I'll keep it simple because I'm feeling very. You have to get all the answers correct. Even if say Mr. Nolan got 2 correct, it doesn't matter. All or nothing kind of shot. Nope, I'm going to give you a simple question because I'm feeling nice. I'm feeling very, very nice today. So this is going to be. Let me just find a good one for you guys to work with. 2 sine theta minus 1 equals to 0. Oh, is that too hard? Oh, whoa, we're not done yet. Oh, there's a little square here. 2 sine squared theta minus 1 equals to 0. That square is for sine. So this is 2 sine squared minus 1 equals to 0. How do you get rid of the square? That's your hint. I'm going to pause it and let you have a question. Here's what happens. A lot of people say, hey, let's isolate this. And you have sine squared theta equals to 1 over 2 sine theta. And here's where you went wrong. You square root both sides and you have 1 over 2. The error is square root gives you 2 answers. You got to remember that. Plus and minus. So how many quadrants am I in? I'm actually in all 4. Draw 4 triangles. Because where is sign positive and negative in all 4 quadrants? I can have positive. So this is where kids lose the most marks because they don't realize that square root gives you 2 answers. But really, I just need to label 1 quadrant. 1 root 2 pi by 4. The rest you can figure out on your own. Theta equals to pi by 4, 3 pi by 4, 5 pi by 4, and 7 pi by 4. Because from here to here is 3 pi by 4. This is 4 pi by 4. Guys, gals, that is the key. But now, last thing I have to show you is something called restrictions. Restriction type 2. On exams, it's rare, but on your sheets, they expect you to know this. Restriction type 2. Type 2 and type 1 is really the exact same thing. Type 2 is this. Look at my restriction from negative pi theta to pi. This means if your answer is in quad 1 and 2, if your answer is in quadrant 1 or 2, go counterclockwise. If answer is in quad 3 and 4, use negative theta. I'll explain to you how this works. I'm going to give you an example. Sine. No, I can't use sine. I have to use cos theta equals to 1/2. And my restriction is from negative pi theta to pi. Guys, gals, draw your 2 triangles right off the bat. Okay? Notice my restriction changes. There's only 2 types you will ever work with. 0 to 2 pi is always the easiest because there's only one simple way, the regular way you're used to work with. Draw my 2 triangles. Right off the bat, I know I have 1 triangle in quadrant 1, 1 and 4. If it's triangles in quadrant 1 and 2, you just work normally. Okay. 1, 2 root 3. This is going to be pi by 3. So theta equals to pi by 3. If your answer is in quadrant 1 or 2, you work normally. There's no difference. But what would your answer be for this one? Negative pi by 3. Because we're going to go counterclockwise. You're going to use the negative theta. So this one would be negative pi by 3. That's how this restriction works. I'm going to give you another one so you master the type 2. What if I give you tan theta equals to...
So now we're not coming all the way around anymore?
Nope. Because this type of restriction tells you that if it's here, we just go halfway only. And then anything on the bottom half, you go counterclockwise. Tan theta equals to 1. What's your answer going to be? Restriction is from negative pi theta to pi. That's your restriction. Okay, 0 to 2 pi is just easy. But negative pi to pi, you got to stop and think for a second. What does it mean if it's in a different quadrant? And again, just draw it out. Keep it simple. Not going to rush it. I keep it simple. You're in quadrant. Whoa. Nope, wrong quadrant. 3 and 1. Go ahead and label. Okay. 1, 1, root 2, pi by 4. Guys, gals, take a guess what theta is going to be. Pi by 4 is one of them. What's it? Negative 3 pi by 4. Because one has to be positive, and the other one, if it's in 3 and 4, is going to be negative. So pi by 4, negative 3 pi by 4. And this ends our lesson for today.
So you go backwards then?
You go backwards. See, from here, because your restriction tells you that I have to go backwards. Because my answer has to be between negative pi and pi. Nope, only 2 types of restrictions you will have to master. Guys and gals, your work. Page. So welcome to Trig 2. It requires a lot of understanding, not so much calculation. Page 83. I'm a nice guy. I only give you 2 questions to do, number 1 and 2. Because I'm feeling nice.
All the questions.
No, just 1 and 2, that's
I
it.
think like 30 questions.
I'm a nice guy. Oh, for question 1, restriction is from 0 theta to 2 pi. It doesn't say, but we're going to use that.
How to do 3.
No, number 3 and 4 you don't do yet. Number 3 you don't do. That's for tomorrow.
Can you get the cards from yesterday?
Yeah.
Yep. Guys and gals, that ends our lesson. Question number 2, restriction is from negative pi to pi. The rest you should be able to do and understand. If you're lost, I'm going to upload this video again later, but let me